Hello, my dear friends. How are you all? Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking, and it is a Wednesday, I think so. I think it is a Wednesday. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of March. We're doing a twin flame soulmate, important union reading in relation to a very important relationship for you. And in your own life. Now, every Wednesday we do this, and we did premiere this video last week, and we took personal handwritten love messages for all of you, as you had commented, yes please, and I want to thank you so much for taking part in that. We won't be doing yes please today, but we're looking at this important union. I've got my hands pretty full. I am sort of trying to do an important video pertaining to Saturn in Pisces for Patreon, for my patrons, those that are on tier 3 that support Divine Debut. Not to say that not all patrons support, it's just that tier 3 is more astrology. So, and not only that, I'm starting to prepare our April readings, which is not very common that you would get your readings for the month ahead earlier. So wow, I need to give myself a pat on the back. I am putting in an extra effort to do that. Happy new moon in Aries, which it's just happened last night, and happy new astrological year, my dear friends. It is the time of the goddess Athena, the goddess warrior, the intelligence, the wisdom, the fighting spirit. Remember that Aries is ruled by Mars. And my God, yesterday was such a day. So heavy and so challenging. I'd love to hear your comments. How was your day yesterday? For me, it was like a real bad, very, very challenging, very harsh day, coming up to the full moon, new moon in Aries. Anyway, I'm doing the Lenormand today, so this could be in relation to someone that is special that you're hoping to come into your life. It doesn't mean that everyone knows the person that they're attracting or hoping to attract and bring into their life. So let's have a look and see what's going on energetically. I mean, it's an energetic read, my dear friends, and thank you for the exchange of energy, which is you liking, sharing, subscribing, or commenting underneath the video. It's a sharing of the energies, right? Sharing is caring. Thank you so much in advance. Let's take the Lenormand, and I'm going to do just a 7x3 rows. Just want to see, it's not a grand tableau. It's like a sort of a full reading. We'll see where your other half is. Now, of course, we've got the divine feminine and a divine masculine. Doesn't matter if you're gay or, you're interested in a same-sex relationship. Remember, we all have the yin and the yang. Even divine feminines have got masculine energy within them. It's just how much do they have. All right, so usually more fire signs and air signs are more masculine, more driven. Earth and water are more recessive, more the feminine energy. So take the position that you think is yours. And dear spirit, just calling on your guidance. What's going on in this twin flame soulmate? For some of you, this could be a karmic relationship, which a karmic is a very important relationship. It's just that it's filled with more lessons, harder lessons, right? Someone may have come into your life to teach you certain life lessons. That's what a karmic relationship is. And many times we swap roles. If they're teaching you, then at other times you will be challenging and teaching them. So again, energetically, dear spirit, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Lophiel, Archangel Metatron. What's going on in this divine union? Where is it, energetically speaking? And remember that this message may or may not resonate for you. As I said, it's the 22nd of March of 2023. So it's one day before Pluto enters Aquarius. Wow. Wow. Let's see what the promise is, because, even with Saturn in Pisces and Pluto entering Aquarius for 2.5 months, what's going on now will be revisiting what's going on for you in your life. Believe you me, the past 10 days haven't been, easy peasy. They've been really, really challenging and filled with hardships, filled with lows, lots of lows, emotionally speaking, yes, and very stress related. So what's going on? Where is this divine union energetically, please, Spirit? Thank you. We've got the whip, the mice, the house, the ship, the book, the fox, and the heart. The tree, the clover, the moon, the garden, the messenger, the new cycle, the clouds, the bouquet. We've got the snake, the star, the stars. There's our divine masculine. There is our divine masculine, dear friends. We've got the cross. We've got the dog. We've got the letter. And we've got the ring. It looks like the divine feminine is not present. We've got the storks as general energy. And we've got a decision. We've got the path here. Okay, before we go into the reading, many times I always take note of the 4 corners of the reading. So we've got the whip, we've got the heart, we've got the snake, and we've got the ring. Plus also the focal point is the garden. So let's see what the advice is before we analyze these cards. Karma Dharma, play spirit, pertaining to this relationship. What is the Karma Dharma? What is the Karma Dharma? And we've got the sun. So Leo comes up very strongly. Of course, with the sun, it does speak to confidence, clarity, healing, fun, a reconciliation, possibly healing, seeing the truth. The sun can speak to ego as well. Ego on a healthy scale is good. It's necessary, and confidence. Too much of that is unhealthy. But the sun generally is a very, very happy card. Even in the reverse, my dear friends, the sun is still a very positive card. So the sun speaks to romance. It speaks to flirtation. Those butterflies in the stomach, dating. It can speak to intimacy as well. It's like, the first butterflies and the first meetings. But it can also speak to the heart, happiness of the heart, the child, the child within. We're all big children, right? We can all be very happy when we're under good circumstances, right? We're children at heart. Generally, doesn't matter what responsibilities and what position we hold in society. And the sun also speaks to a risk as well as fun, right? So Of course, with Leo here, it does speak to confidence, and it speaks to, I don't know if it's talking to the Leo season. Remember, we're not all on the same timeline. Leo is where Venus, the goddess of love, peace, values, and self-worth, she'll be retrograding. End of July, all through August and into early September. So there'll be a new, let's say, Venus-Sun conjunction, which is a new seed that is planted. But remember that yes, it is a new cycle that's going to open up. But for a new cycle to begin, obviously we need to end something. Something is coming to a close. And of course, with a retrograde Venus in Leo, remember Leo is very extravagant. Leo doesn't hold back where love is concerned. They're very open, and they actually like to flaunt, their partners, right? Because usually they're very proud, okay? They're very open, they're very romantic, they're very sexual. Leo does speak to leadership as well, so I don't know if you are dealing with a Leo individual or someone that, I don't know, someone that's very confident, high-spirited, generous. Leo has got all these traits, nevertheless. Or this could be your energy, my dear friends. Now, I'd like to take the energy oracle for a moment. And how I'm going to read these cards is, as we started, this is the beginning and this is the end, right? So we read this way. So calling on the guidance from Spirit, please. What is the advice pertaining to this relationship? Logically, this would be in the now position, dear friends, as we start here, right? So for me, this would be more past situations, because we go to the now and the possible outcome, right? You can look at it that way. For others of you, I suppose you can always think of it as, because we've got a 3-line spread, right? Which is like on another level, because usually in a 5-card spread, if we just look at this cross here, this would be the deep past, this is the recent past, this is what's on someone's mind, and this is a possible future outcome. So you can look at it in many different ways. We today are going to read it as something started from the past, we're in the now here, and here is the possible future. We've got Magician and the Mirror, and it is in the reverse. Number 53. The Magician in the reverse is like a trick. It's trickery, right? It's trickery. It's someone not feeling that they're able to manifest, right? Also someone being seen, something being revealed that was hidden, possibly. The Magician does speak to Virgo, Gemini, so a lot to do with communication, as well as the alignment of the energies, the stars, how they reflect onto our lives, right? So possible no communication, I'm going to say, which brings up frustration and anger to me. It's like the Mars retrograde, like we're still in that energy, right? In Mars retrograde in Gemini, even though Mars has turned direct, but he's out of bounds, my dear friends. So expect the unexpected. He could be very unpredictable, very much like the energy of Uranus. So let's just read the reversal here. The Magician and the Mirror reversed is warning you that you may be missing a great opportunity. Yeah, this could speak to ego, that I'm not willing to communicate, for instance. The time is right, but you're not taking advantage of the creative energy of this cycle. You do have the power to transform things for yourself, to create something new, whether a home, business, family, or life direction. You may be resistant to, or even disbelieving of, the unlimited power you possess, which would be the sun reversed as well, someone not feeling confident enough, right? But it's time to wake up. The misinformation and perceived limitations that linger from the past can no longer sustain you. Your life is the mirror that reflects your inner energy, yet you have the ability to change what you see. You must fully open up to the complete truth of your eternal wisdom, talents, and abilities, and take the risk of believing in yourself. Now is the time to dig deep, find the confidence and courage within to make the most of this opportune cycle. And as I've been saying, Sun now in Aries. Happy birthday, my dear Aries, beloved friends. Happy birthday. Sun in Aries is very powerful, it's very confident, it's enthusiastic, it's a risk taker. It's time to do that now. Don't miss this opportunity. That's what the cards are saying. That's what Spirit is communicating to us. Now is the time to dig deep. Find the confidence and courage within to make the most of this opportune cycle. You have all the resources you need. See, the magician in reverse does not believe that they've got the resources. You have all the resources you need, and the unlimited force of the universe is at your disposal. It's waiting for you to recognize and ignite the phenomenal powers that are eternally yours. What we need to affirm, my dear friends, here is, I have all the power I need to create the destiny I desire. Magic happens when I live in consciousness and my eternal truth. So this is subconscious fears that's not letting someone take a leap of faith here. That's what I see. All right, I will also be taking this love oracle. I've got the Empress and the Emperor, or the King and the Queen here, right? The couple. So we'll be looking at those cards, and I will also take some Mystic Moon oracles. Stay till the end. Of course, we'll do my handwritten love cards since it is a Twin Flame Wednesday reading. But we're not doing the yes please today, my dear friends. I did answer most of you. So I'll be doing that again soon. All right? So we start from the whip here, which speaks to conflict. The whip is not an easy energy. It's very similar to the Five of Wands. It speaks to conflict and debates and oppositions, right? This could be internal conflict as well. Okay, it could be internal conflict, or because it's a number 11, it does bring up Libra for me. And what I'm getting, because of course we don't read the tarot just by, what each card means, but what intuitively comes to us, because we see the divine masculine here, the masculine figure nevertheless. We've got a Knight of Wands here, which is usually a player or someone that's always on the go. This could be internal conflict, anything legal as well, because we're looking now to see what's going on in this divine union. And logically, most of you are more on the divine feminine, right? Your side. So most of you are females looking into a masculine figure. So take whatever resonates for you. We've got a divine masculine here. This could be the person that you have got on your mind, right? Which in this deck shows up. We've got an Ace of Cups here. So yes, this person, this divine masculine, may have also water sign. They may have water in their chart, or it's possibly also Ace of Cups is someone that needs if they don't know their self-worth, or, respect and love themselves. Remember, the Ace of Cups is the Holy Grail. Or possibly the Ace of Cups always speaks to a potential, a new beginning. Someone maybe, possibly, could also be a cardinal sign. Aces are potentials and then they're beginnings. So cardinal signs are all about initiation, new beginning, possibly. Cardinal signs being, of course, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries and Libra. And of course we're in cardinal Aries, which is all about, taking that risk, taking that leap of faith. But never mind. So there's something, either internal conflict, legal battles, possibly with the mice here, pertaining to your relationship, that we see that there are other people involved here, because the mice can speak to third parties, gossip, injustices, right? And we've got the House. So I do believe that there's like two stories here. The one story is you're finding out what's going on with this divine masculine, and on the other hand, this could also relate to your relationship. So take it as it resonates. So we've got a King of Cups here, and they are aligned. So King of Cups could be Scorpio, could be Pisces, Cancer, doesn't matter. That may be a very prominent energy in their life. Or if this is a possible Scorpio, if not a Scorpio, then this could be talking about this divine masculine dealing with a karmic purge. It's like, like the snake peeling off a layer at a time, because the South Node is in Scorpio, North Node in Taurus. So we've got the House here. So it's related either to a home, to their traditions, to a marriage, to their extended family, to any property. Okay? Now what I see here is a round table, right? A round table, which usually speaks to a possible meeting that was possibly also at a physical distance. And why am I saying physical distance? It's because we've got the ship here, right? And the ship is Jupiter in Sagittarius, speaks to transition. It can speak to distance. So remember that Libra also brings in, justice, balance, reciprocity. We see that there's other people involved here. There's injustice, there's worry, there's anxiety, there's stress, there's unhealthy situations, nevertheless, from the past. So we've got a round table, which means a happy meeting, a positive meeting, maybe in the past, which possibly there was luck here. I don't know if the physical distance possibly could be an issue, because we do have the Ten of Swords here. So possibly distance being, having possibly also brought some sort of an ending, a difficult ending. Ten of Swords, right? It's like the darkest before the dawn, not knowing everything, right? Ten of Swords, of course, is like the darkest before the dawn, but remember, it does turn into a possible ace. And the ace can also speak to reckoning, like difficult energies here. And we've got the book here. We've got the book Ten of Pentacles, which speaks to family, which speaks to a possible, anything to do with money, things unknown, or someone needing, or even trying to look at things, trying to figure out some information. The book does bring up the Piscean energy, nebulousness, not seeing clearly, information hidden. We've got the fox right next to it. So I don't know if this is about, this could also speak to someone looking for information, right, on a possible family situation. The book many times does speak to someone being a closed book, not opening up easily, right? And that could speak to someone's emotions, right? Their true emotions as well. Now, we know that the Knight of Wands could be someone that travels for work. It could be that this divine masculine is going through a lot of challenges. They've got a lot on their plate. We've got a Seven of Wands here. So they feel like they're fighting a battle all the time. They're trying to hold on to, that higher ground. And we see the 2 seats empty here. So a possible meeting that didn't go well, a lack of opening up, or just, I don't know, maybe possible family and obligations, anything to do with earth. I mean, we know that the house speaks to property, speaks to stability, speaks to something more traditional, long-term, right? So the potential is here, I would say, but for this to play out, King of Cups, right? So sometimes the King of Cups is not emotionally balanced because they sit on choppy waters. So something is ending, something has ended or is coming to a close. Someone's doing a lot of research here. I don't know if this is divine masculine, possibly looking into information. We do have the fox, so there's a bit of sneakiness here. Someone trying to be intelligent, someone trying to hide information. The other person is trying to figure out the information. It's 9 of Wands. Remember the fox. The fox it speaks to strategy, intelligence, sneakiness as well. And then we've got the card of the heart. And we've got the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups we know is never 100% certain. It speaks to like an immaturity or just, being unsure about if they're able to offer their cup. So we go from the Knight of Wands, we've got the King of Hearts here. So possibly also a king, they may have given their heart to another relationship, right? But we don't see we've got 2 empty chairs here, which the empty chairs for me is like a lack of happiness within a home. That's probably why it follows with the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles, which is the family card. This could be a professional looking into legalities, information pertaining to something that is very close to one's heart, right? So the heart does not only speak to love relationships, but who have we really given our heart to, right? Now under the whip, we've got the tree. So possibly also the tree many times does speak to health. We do see psychological health issues here and conflict, internal conflict, pertaining to this masculine. And it's the 7 of Cups again, which speaks to Piscean energy, things are being unclear. The tree does speak to family, but it also speaks to a spiritual union, a past connection from a past lifetime, from your childhood many years ago. This seed has been planted, it's grown deep roots. So it's a spiritual connection, no doubt, but there's conflict around it, right? And with the 7 of Cups, it speaks to a lot of dreamy energies, dreamy, elusive, not seeing clearly. This could speak to someone having sacrificed a lot. Remember that Pisces is all about sacrifice, possible endings, right? Pisces is also like an ending of a chapter, and we've just stepped into the Aries chapter now, right? New cycles begin. So I'm wondering how we're stepping into this new astrological year with this new moon in Aries, which we've come through really, really harsh energies recently. And ahead of us, we've got the lucky clover, so there could be a lucky moment, a lucky break here It could be in the time, in the evening, because we've got the moon here. Unless it speaks to a new moon cycle or a full moon cycle, which we've just had the new moon in Aries. So we're in eclipse energies already. In a month, we've got eclipses. The next new moon on the 20th of April is going to be an eclipse. So we're already in eclipses, right? And eclipses means something needs to be taken away, needs to be eclipsed from our lives. Is it the inability to take that leap of faith, which is Aries, because we're going to have a full moon in Libra. So a full moon in Libra, and Libra is relationships. Has there been equality, equilibrium? Has there been justice? Could it be something legal that's playing out here? Because even with the moon, and I should say the clover is the Six of Pentacles, which many times also speaks to equilibrium. In the tarot, we see the scales, right? Or possibly where luck is concerned, this could be someone that's, where finances, money is concerned. Maybe they've been lucky in their life, and it could have to do with their heritage, their family, right? They come from, I don't know, a noble or abundant background, let's say. Financially, they're in a good position. This could be someone, yes, that pays others. Six of Pentacles is like, right? It's like someone who's in a position to pay others. But think of it, in the Six of Pentacles, sometimes it shows that he's, this person that's able to give back, sometimes gives more to one side than the other. So I do feel that there's like a split. It's like this masculine emotionally feels like they've been split in half, or there's been an injustice. The divine feminine may feel that, because we've got the moon does speak usually to the feminine energy, right? The divine feminine. Now this could say, because it's the Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups is emotionally someone has not found their happiness. It could be connected to their home, to traditions, or someone doing something in a traditional way, fearing breaking traditions possibly, or someone being very secretive, or fearing leaving traditions, I feel here. Right, we've got the Eight of Swords, and we've got the card of the Garden here. And the Garden speaks to happiness. It speaks to someone's reputation. Right, it speaks to fame and someone's public affairs, someone's reputation. They are connected to the Garden. So where their family is concerned, possibly holding a closed book here. And we see another round table here, my dear friends. So this is in the now position. The Eight of Cups also can speak to an emotional, someone that's ready to emotionally look for their happiness, right? We know the Eight of Cups, they usually look towards the future, and they're looking for those Two of Cups, possible meeting in a public place. Even though it's the Eight of Swords, it's perception of feeling blocked because of someone's reputation, who they are, being very on the hush-hush about, what makes them happy, whether they're happy in their environment, so on and so forth. And it is a number 20, which many times reminds me of the Judgment card, which is a moment of crisis, right? Needing to make an important decision, waiting on the green light from Spirit, from Archangel Michael, right? And again, it would be more the Scorpio card. Well, I get Scorpio and Taurus here. Happiness is Venus, right? Venus is peace. It's tranquility. It's earth. It's being in a park, smelling the roses, After that, we've got an ace here, which is the nine of hearts, right? Good news. Lots of messages coming through, possible travel, movement. We do see a rider here. Good news coming in, something that will bring a lot of happiness with the nine of hearts, right? I don't know if this is news about a meeting, a coming together. I mean, we've got the King of Wands here and the clouds, which the clouds, yes, can speak to worry or a lack of clarity, being a little bit unsure, right? King of Wands, we know King of Wands chases, they chase what they desire. We've got the Knight of Wands here and the King of Wands here, which means there's a transition. Now the clouds, as I said, can speak to worry, or even misunderstandings, or just even doubts and insecurities about, what is the action that this king will take. King of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, right? But after that, we've got the bouquet, which says that there is a lack of clarity, and I'm wondering if this is not also something that's imagined, or this is secretive. This is a secret connection, right? Clouds, yes, can speak to a lack of clarity. Many times we see the clouds being lighter here and darker here. So, whatever's next to the darker clouds, it's worry about some sort of a meeting, because I feel that this divine masculine is worried about taking action, offering this bouquet, because we've got the Queen of Swords here. And the Queen of Swords, yes, could be an ex-partner. Maybe they're under the radar if they're coming out of another relationships, possibly. Or it could say also that they fear offering this bouquet because they're feeling they're going to get knocked back because of the Queen of Swords. She asks for her justice. She wants equality, equilibrium. Possibly also what they're wanting, the divine masculine, what they're wanting to chase and what they desire, what they're hoping to create, is a little bit cloudy now, pertaining to what it is that they love. Remember the bouquet, it's Jupiter and Sagittarius. Maybe the divine masculine is saying, hopefully the weather conditions, the astrological conditions, life will help this come about. That the as above, so below. I will have the power to be able to clear the clouds, clear the deception, maybe if there's been misunderstandings, and I can offer this bouquet. Will this be knocked back though? There are doubts here, I see. And what I get with the Queen of Swords here and on the bouquet, it's like it's cutting edge, like there's stress here, because the Queen of Swords will not take anything less than what is true. She wants the truth, and she comes through with a sharp tongue. She asks for justice. She demands justice because she knows her worth. Even though she's been through a lot, she prefers to be on her own than to be in a relationship that's very deceptive, right? It's the bouquet is all about fun. It's flirtatious energy, but the Queen of Swords, she's an experienced individual who will not take less than the truth. She's been there, she's done that. So yes, the Queen of Swords could also be, if this is your energy, my dear friends, Queen of Swords could also be someone that has either come out of divorce or possibly alone for some time, right? We've got the Queen of Wands here, so there's a possibility also here, because we did have the King of Wands and we've got the Queen of Wands. Where desires are concerned, there is a connection here. So this is the snake, my dear friends, which speaks to a yearning, a very deep desire to connect sexually. But the snake also can speak to, it can speak to venom, it can speak to poison. But also it can speak to letting go of the past, any negativity, right? Just like the snake sheds its skin I mean, it does speak to deep attraction, possible third parties. With a snake, it's usually a third party situation. The snake, many times in the Lenormand, reminds me of the devil card. So a very strong attraction, possible deception as well, but also a lot of wisdom. A lot of wisdom. So we see in the near future here that, because it does show a divine feminine, and we do have Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, where the feminine archetype is concerned. We also have strong air here. Libra is more prominent. Libra, Leo, I would say more so. We see that there is a possibility for shedding, right? Letting go of the past conflict, let's say letting go of the doubt. And just, I get here with the tree that's grown deep roots. This is a deeply rooted relationship, one that possibly is being given a second chance, because we do have an ace here. The general energy is the garden, which speaks to a lot of happiness, coming together in a public place. It shows the garden. There's growth here. There's happiness. It's like spring, which spring is in the air right now, my dear friends, in the Northern Hemisphere, nevertheless. We've got, let's say, the blooming, the happiness, the garden, and then we've got the bouquet. So there is the possibility of flirtation, just like, in springtime, it's the time of romance. And we see that, let's say, the divine feminine, and some of you could also be the third party. We see the divine masculine looking back to the past. So you must be, my dear friends, you must be part of their past. Unless this is a very deceptive, karmic relationship that this masculine has been connected with. They've had a family, right? Their roots probably go deep with possible parents. They've known each other forever. That's what I'm getting here. But there's conflict, and there's it's just like the divine masculine's luck is connected to the family, connected to tradition, but it's something that sort of eats away at them, because the King of Hearts is here, right, with a house. And I don't know if the King of Hearts could also possibly be a father figure. A father figure, and this could speak to a loss of a father figure in the past. I don't know how far in the past. I don't know. So we see that we've got the stars here, and it's the Six of Cups. Six of Cups, which speaks to a soulmate connection, right? Possible also nostalgia and children. So I do feel that this divine masculine, more than likely, and the stars speak to progression to goals. The star promises a wish fulfillment. It is connected to the past. Could also be another wish fulfillment. Could be fatherhood for this divine masculine. Even though possibly they were connected to like a snake, Queen of Wands, she flaunts everything. I mean, sometimes on the negative side, Queen of Wands she's very flirtatious, not much of a family person, let's say. This is the shadow side. Queen of Wands, she wants everything that she desires. She's more about her wants and her needs and her desires, which can also speak to not being very loyal, I would say, because we see the stars right in front of her. If this is a past connection of the masculine. So what sits between, if this is their past partner, what sits between them is possible, Aquarius. This is the Aquarius card, which speaks to freedom, which speaks to truth, which speaks to, again, it's the Six of Cups, children, family. And remember that we do have now Pluto that's going to ingress into Aquarius. So I do get Aquarius very strong in the energies of the divine masculine. Now, if this is your energy and you are the third party, you do share great passion with this person. It's a secretive connection that you probably connect through social media. You could be at a physical distance. You may have known each other for quite some time. This could be happy, happy news coming in unexpectedly. The star promises hope. And again, nighttime when the stars are out, right? Now, in the future, moving forward, let's say, in front of this divine masculine, we've got the cross. So this could be someone that holds great beliefs. I mean, you know what I mean by great beliefs. Not only could this be a spiritual connection, but there's some duties and there's heaviness. It's like the Ten of Wands here. It's someone's convictions. They're carrying a heavy burden, but it's the Six of Wands. Now the heaviness could be, or the wishes, or the what this divine masculine believes in is success. It's the Six of Wands. So Leo comes through as well here. Now the cross can also speak to faith, someone's beliefs, that if they're successful in life and they're recognized, they're famous, whatever, this is what they're hoping for, this is what they're loyal towards their happiness. Ten of Cups, here is their bliss. They're very loyal to carrying a heavy burden, working very hard. Possibly also what they've been raised to believe is that they will be successful in life if they're successful in business. Now, also a heavy burden could also be a huge ego. Six of Wands could be, it's the Leo energy, it's leadership, right? This comes along with ego many times, it does. But maybe this is what they're working really heavily towards. Recognition, success. They do have luck, they've got a reputation. In the past, they did go through some sort of very difficult transition. Could be recent past, could be deep past. But we've got loyalty here, and we've got the mail here, the letter which speaks to communication, anything to do with contracts, documents. This could be a contract because it's right next to the ring, and the ring does speak to a contract or a marriage or a union, right? A promise, a commitment. Now, I don't know if there's friendship here. There could be friendship here. And I'm going to say also that if there has been a meeting in the past with this person, it's been more on a friendship level, in a public place, not at their home more than likely. There was a lot of happiness, but there was also a lot of burden. Because the cross does speak to duties, maybe it was a short meeting. We do have the Seven of Swords here, and the Seven of Swords speaks to communication, receiving communication when you least expect it, or there could be information where communication is concerned. This is Seven of Swords is intelligence. It's like reading between the lines. Plus also maybe no communication, a lack of communication because of stealth in the past, or this is like a contract that was a contract or a marriage. This could be what news comes in. A contract or information that will be around some sort of stealth, sneakiness with another partner. I mean, this is the Ace of Wands. And this could also be, because it's connected with a divine masculine, I get maybe they've come to discover something pertaining to a past partner, possibly. Some sort of a karmic situation that they've been going through and they've been dealing with sneakiness. Remember, because we've got the King of Wands here, it does lead to the Queen of Wands. We've got a king, we've got another masculine here, and we've got one queen. And there's sort of, because this, on another level, this could be a lack of clarity pertaining to someone going out on a date which speaks to intimacy, a secretive date as well. We've got the card of flirtation, and then we've got the ring. So this could be infidelity amongst a marriage, or this is saying that this is the potential here at this time. We've got lots of news, a possible wish fulfillment. The clouds will clear at some point. There is an offer on the table, which is very yearned. The divine feminine yearns for this, desires this very much so. And remember, this is, the stars also speak to futuristic energies. Uranus, unexpected news. It is connected to, it's like the wheel of fate, where we go from negativity to luck and a wish fulfillment. Now this transition, the relationship here, the transition maybe was physically distant, emotionally distant in the past. We've got a possibility here for a, good communication around the round table. It's a very positive connotation. You need to keep the faith. Also telepathic communication and connection. The possibilities here, if we look at the heart, the offer and the ring, yes, this could be really, really amazing. It really can be. We've got, where matters of heart are concerned, we've got the Queen of Cups here. We've got the Queen of Cups. And we've got the King of Cups. So we've got King of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and we've got the Queen of Swords as well. We won't worry about the Knights. So we do have uneven situations here, and we've got the storks. The storks bring the child. This is Mercury and Gemini. A lot of communication. Same with the rider here, which is an ace. There's change, there's a transition, there's movement, new cycles, possibly also reoccurrence, revisiting a situation. Same with the ring here. The ring says the same thing. It's like having gone through a similar situation again and again. Remember that here the love card is the Knight of Cups, and here we've got a masculine that holds this cup. What's beneath here? And we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles, very similar to the Queen of Swords, I would say, but there's a pertaining to a decision for a long-term relationship, stable relationship, someone who knows their value. Queen of Pentacles. She's got a choice to make. Is she going to follow, let's say, what is true and what is physical and tangible, or is she going to follow her heart? We've got a Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups here. Strong intuition that there is a new cycle. Queen of Pentacles holds that pentacle. That pentacle is a home. It is a long-term relationship. She's going to be called to make a decision. This could come through an invitation. There's the key, Eight of Pentacles, having put in the effort, working towards finding a resolution. The key can speak to an open wound, having difficulty in choosing, because maybe it has got a lot to do with her children. Queen of Pentacles is the mother, is a mother usually, right? Okay, so lots of possibilities here. Let's take some romance angels, dear friends, and see what's going on in the love arena. What comes through where love is concerned, dear Spirit? What does Spirit want us to know? What's going on in this divine union? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Let's make some space here. So you come from different beliefs. Obviously here I would say that one person was more spiritually aligned than the other. I do see here connection with the moon here, the divine masculine. Looks like they're probably going through, coming to terms with their fears. The moon can speak to subconscious. It speaks to the home, to the mother. But it's the Eight of Cups, which can also speak to an opening of a spiritual journey for this divine masculine, possibly. Where is this relationship heading? Truly, dear Spirit, what is the potential here? Dear Spirit, what is the potential here? Looks like the divine masculine has come through as quite romantic, but also very much about desire. They want to connect physically. It's the divine feminine that's been very cold, but she's coming around now. She's going to match the divine masculine. See, there's attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Attraction, butterflies, she's smelling the roses. She's in a garden. What else? Where is this relationship heading, dear Spirit? Because seeing also the mail or the contracts tied up, it feels like it's the divine masculine is sort of tying something up. This is either an opening or a closing. Right? Tying up loose ends. Starting off a brand new chapter. Dear Spirit, what else do we need to know where this relationship is concerned? What else? What is the potential, energetically speaking, for this divine union? Thank you, Spirit. We've got separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And I know you cannot see the cards. We've got two cards, and we've got free yourself and we've got chemistry. Okay, someone's going through separation, trying to take back control of their life, but there's great attraction. There's a lot of fire here. Remember what, oh my goodness, okay, we've made a total mess here with my sleeves. With so much fire now, we've got the Aries season. It would be about chemistry, but remember also that Pisces season is a closing up of a cycle. Fire creates, right? There's more energy, but there's something that someone needs to leave behind here. We've got playfulness and engagement. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, you see. And we end with the ring here. So what's at the bottom? Oh my God, my favorite card. Calling in your soulmate, my dear friends. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This is my Archangel Michael. What's beneath that? We've got unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. That's why the soulmate is being called in. Heart-to-heart conversations. Someone has kept secret. The divine masculine, more than likely, has kept secret about who is in their heart, I feel here. Because the unrequited love is like someone not able to show their true emotions. It's like we see them turning away. They cannot share their true heart's desires. There hasn't been honesty. There hasn't been honesty. And this Knight reminds me very much of the Knight of Wands. Maybe also, possibly, someone too busy with their career to be able to show, or to work on love, let's say. And maybe this was also the issue here with the mice. Possibly. Let's not rule that out. Okay. Let's see emotionally where we are. What's going on emotionally, dear Spirit? And then we will take the King and the Queen, the Empress and the Emperor here. Remember that this deck shows usually the darker side of our emotions, hidden emotions, fears, subconscious, things going on without our awareness. We're not conscious of certain energies that we're surrounded by. Let's see. Let's take two for you and two for the other person, for your person. Let's look at you first of all. Solitude. So you're feeling very alone. You're in the hermit. You're in a hermit mode. But the signs and synchronicities, repeating numbers, all these things will be showing up for you. Spirit is going to be showing you the way, what you need to follow, who you need to look towards. And I think I saw the regrets card. I wasn't looking at my hand, so you probably can see it on the camera. The other person, dear Spirit, the other person, their person. We've got received some sort of karma, received fate, free will, see? It's like putting a stop to something and then they're free to follow their will and what it is that they desire. And we see the stars again. We see the stars here, and we've also got the snake here. The snake, which is South Node. South Node in Scorpio, which is very karmic, right? It's like having received their fate, their destiny, and they're finding themselves free to follow their desires, what they wish. The general energy is pride and ego, and I get that this is on both sides. I do. This is a spiritual relationship. This speaks to abundance. This speaks to ego as well. And it speaks to a lot of luck. A very lucky cycle coming in. Beneath that is grief. A lot of grief coming from the divine feminine. And connection with a soulmate. she's like waiting on her knight in shining armor, who could have a little bit of ego. That's what we see with the pride and ego. Remember, this is the male peacock, which is willing to fight for their other half. Looks like they have not fought for their other half yet, possibly because of external circumstances, other people involved here. Further back, we've got patience. So she's been very patient, waiting on this soulmate, on this offer, this romantic offer, obviously. And patience is like an earth card. It's taken forever. There's been a pause, nothing happening. In her mind is some romantic offer, possibly of the past. A lot of desire for this, a lot of emotion and a lot of desire. But there's grief, luck changes. There will be a turn of circumstances and luck. Let's see what's going on potentially with the king and the queen, the emperor and the empress. Where is this energetically? This relationship, where is it energetically? Dear Spirit, where is it energetically? Remember that the ring, which is a commitment or a possible cycle, we do have the infinity symbol here as well. Like, you know, been there, done that. But also the way things are meant to happen here. We've got the Ace of Wands here, and the Ace of Wands is like clarity. It's like having the desire to create, right? Aces are opportunities. There will be an opportunity here. Let's take 3 cards. Let's take 3 cards. We've got the children, very similar to the 6 of Cups. This is a soulmate connection. There are other people involved right now. There's still, it's like the mice energy, right? This is like the thief, like the 7 of Swords. But the possible outcome is the fireplace. This is like the 2 of Wands or the Ace of Wands. Let's restart. Let's continue. I want to see what's at the bottom. My goodness. And we've got the mirror, and the mirror very often is the Scorpio energy. It's like, you know, the mirror has cracked. Possibly someone may be feeling that they've had 7 years of bad luck. Who knows? This is Scorpio energy, right? This is like an ending. It's like the death card. The ending of a marriage. See that? There's a third party situation going on here. This is a soulmate connection. It's been very toxic, a toxic relationship, but a soulmate, right? Someone feels left out in the cold here recently. We've got third parties. We see the children. This could also be relative to family, but also having known your person for a long time. It's interesting. We've got 3 children. We've got 3 mice, and then we've got 2 candles, 2 candlesticks, the fireplace, which the fireplace speaks to desire, passion, right? This is, remember, too much fire can burn, but fire also creates. This is like very similar to the Ace of Wands, which is here. Both people want to create. So here it's like a double whammy, 7 of Swords and the mice. So there's been sneakiness, there's been stealth, third parties, injustices, a lack of trust, emotional hardship, secrecy, gossip, other people involved here. We do see the house here, so someone has suffered loss or is going through loss, financial, emotional, all these things show up here. And that's because where this marriage is concerned, there is an ending. So here it's like, this card is a very spiritual card, but it's also, it's like the, what you first see is the pig here, but there's more to it. This is like our higher self. This is our more physical 3D self, right? Or a situation. What I get here, it's more about materialism. This relationship, this marriage was more about this union, which is probably a past union, is more about materialism and not so much about a divine union, which is like Venus, the goddess of love up here. Something that seemed like a wish fulfillment was possibly, it wasn't, there was no magic here. It was all about the materialistic side of things, right? The abundance. Beneath the star is the sun. The luminaries. So we've got Leo, Aquarius here. I don't know if this is talking about the season, possibly. Or it's saying on another scale that this, there needs to be some sort of an ending before something that was very magical, brought a lot of happiness, a lot of hope, something that was very spiritually inclined, a spiritually inclined union, has had an ending. There has been an ending because of third parties. Also, the sun speaks to children, right? Someone's wish fulfillment connected to a child, right? I don't know, being in a commitment for the wrong reasons, I get here. The sun speaks to confidence, the star speaks to fame, riches. You know, in your own personal life, there are the sides, right? It's like the Two of Swords, a dilemma, needing to make a choice. Going with my heart or going with, you know, what I hope to accomplish. I mean, this is a wish fulfillment. Following my heart, following my truth. Anyway, let's take some handwritten love cards. And you know, this card also speaks to not fitting in. Someone feels like an outsider here. Maybe you come, remember the religious factors, you come from different backgrounds. And usually these very important relationships, as these, they usually do have major differences. Social differences, socio-economic differences, big age differences, beliefs, differences in beliefs and religion, all these things, which are, it's like needing to jump over hurdles to prove that, you know, you want to be in this. Not anyone can, not everyone can run with the challenges or are willing to do that. Thoughts, perceptions, words spoken or unspoken. Remember, I may also be connecting to your energy here. So if you've received one of these cards that I'm putting down today, that we're taking today, whether it was last week or a month ago, then this message would be important for you. I do apologize, but I'm married. I know I lied, but now you know. No one compares to you. Ace of Wands. I'm ready to take the next step with you. Three of Pentacles. Some of you work with this person, or work is connected with your relationship. Unfortunately, I did not recognize you as my soulmate at first sight, but now I see you truly are. Five of Pentacles. Both are feeling left out in the cold, or you come from different financial standing, religion, and so on and so forth. I'm not in love with you, I have to be honest. There's a third party, someone is speaking their truth here. Another ace. I want to have a family with you. Ace of Pentacles. Another ace. A love like ours will never pass. Be mine. Ace of Pentacles, which is exactly what we end with. Right? I was wrong to doubt your love, babe. Seven of Wands. I apologize. I can't stop thinking about you. I'm only breathing, not living without you. Four of Swords. There's been no communication. We've got the Three of Swords, Four of Swords. We are from such different worlds, but I'm willing to work on this union. Let's see where this will take us. We did see the Eight of Pentacles somewhere in the Lenormand. Another Five of Swords. There are third parties here. I'm married. I lied to you. I'm sorry. Oh my God. We've got two very similar cards. Wow. I want you back, do you? Three of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, another Eight of Pentacles. I really want to work on us. You are worth it. And I do remember taking this card for a few of you last week. Anyway, we'll be doing the guest plays again soon. But thank you so much, always, my dear friends, for connecting, commenting, subscribing, liking the video, sharing it. It always helps the channel. So I appreciate you doing that. I'm wishing you well. And tomorrow, as I said, a big shift, Pluto in Aquarius. It is a big day. It's a day written in history. So see what's coming up for you around these very, very important days. And the month of March, an incredible month, my dear friends. I think I will leave it there. Do consider joining us on Patreon. Yes, I am going to be doing, that's my next job, let's say. I need to, I've gathered up information. Saturn in Pisces, my dear friends. We will be talking a lot about Saturn and what he's doing, which planets he'll be connecting with, which large outer planets he's connecting with, which are important dates. Because Saturn in Pisces will be about 3 years, a 3-year cycle. So yes, we talk a lot about astrology on Tier 3 on Patreon. If you're interested, do let me know. And be ready. We're just about ready to announce we've been working on a Tier 4 in Patreon, on Patreon, where we'll be having coffee, tea, chats, astrology talk. We'll be looking at each other's charts through example charts. We'll be seeing how, let's say, you know, as whatever's going on up there in the sky is a reflection of, you know, what is happening in our own personal lives as well. So we look at the aspects, the transits, how they hit our birth charts, and we see what's come of it, what was the result, and we explain why and how this happened, how it panned out this way. So if you're an astrology enthusiast, you love tarot, you love the way I read, do consider joining our Tier 4 on Patreon. Yes, we're beginning it now at the beginning of the new astrological year. We're launching it now. So you're the first to learn about it. Be ready. We will be announcing it more on Instagram and of course on the community in on YouTube and on Patreon. So yeah, sneak peek. You get the first information from me. You get the correct news from the horse's mouth. Yes, you heard it from me. So this is what we're thinking of doing. No, we're going to do it. It's just we're going to try and figure out and separate the groups. They won't be really big groups. So we will get to know each other as well. And I'd love to meet, especially those that have been with me for years and years. My most beloved and loyal patrons, of course, or even if you're not a patron and I've done a couple of readings for you, and, we have connected through email. I'd love to meet you in person. We'll talk about our dreams. We'll talk about the side of, spirit and mythology and all these things we'll be doing on Tier 4 on Patreon. So look forward to that. I'd love to hear your comments. Tell me if you're interested, and we will, get organized. We're getting organized with it. So love and light, my dear friends. All the best. Love to all of you. Talk to you soon. Thank you for joining me here. Thanks for being here.